Rain whispered against the classroom window, but only Arif seemed to notice. He sat hunched in his faded uniform, lost in a blur of textbook words and distant worries. His mind wandered home, to his mother's cough and their struggles. The classroom buzzed with quiet energy, but Arif felt invisible, his dreams folded away. Mr. Rashid, the stern history teacher, paced at the front, his presence heavy. Arif avoided his gaze, exhausted from a night of work at the market. The test paper before him felt like a verdict he already knew. The bell rang, students rushed out, but Arif remained, weighed down by dread. On this rainy Tuesday, a single test felt like it could define his entire world. Mr. Rashid moved through the rows, handing back graded tests, his face unreadable, betraying nothing of what he thought. The classroom was thick with tension, every student holding their breath, waiting for their fate to be revealed. Arif's heart pounded in his chest as his paper landed on his desk. A glaring red F circled at the top, impossible to ignore. The mark seemed to burn through the page, a symbol of failure that felt heavier than the paper itself. Mr. Rashid's words cut through the silence like a knife. Some people are just not meant for education. The words hung in the air, sharp and final, echoing in Arif's mind. Laughter and whispers followed Arif as he packed his bag, shame burning in his chest. Every snicker and sideways glance felt like another blow, deepening the wound. He left the classroom, the teacher's words echoing in his mind, each step heavier than the last. The hallway felt endless, lined with memories of disappointment. That night, the rain had stopped, but the weight of failure lingered in the air. The silence of his room was broken only by his thoughts, swirling with regret and uncertainty. Arif trudged to the night market, his steps heavy with doubt and exhaustion. The bright lights and bustling crowds felt distant, as if he were moving through a world that no longer belonged to him. Was this his destiny? A life of hard labor, dreams withering before they could bloom. Each crate he lifted seemed to weigh more than the last, burdened by the fear that he would never escape this fate. He stared at his calloused hands, wondering if they'd ever hold more than crates, if they could ever build something greater, something he could be proud of. The seed of doubt grew, threatening to choke the last of his hope. Tears welled in his eyes, but he fought them back, refusing to let despair win. But somewhere inside, a stubborn ember refused to go out. Even in the darkness, a faint spark of determination remained, whispering that his story was not over yet. By day, Arif was a ghost in class. By night, a shadow in the market. Every coin he earned went into a tin box, his dream fund. He longed to study business, to build a better life for his mother. After work, he studied under a flickering streetlight, teaching himself in the quiet hours. The world called him a failure, but in that circle of light, he was a dreamer. Some nights, exhaustion nearly broke him, but hope flickered on. Even when the dream felt distant, he pressed on, each coin a small victory. Hope, he learned, was a stubborn flame, one he guarded fiercely. One quiet night, as Arif sat hunched over his books beneath the flickering streetlight, determined to make the most of every moment, a car slowly pulled up beside him, its headlights casting long shadows across the empty road. An elderly man with kind, gentle eyes stepped out and approached, curiosity and warmth in his voice as he asked what Arif was working so hard for at such a late hour. Arif, surprised but hopeful, shared his story. His dreams of going to college, the struggles he faced every day, and the money he still lacked for his exam fees. He spoke of his family, his hopes and the obstacles that seemed insurmountable. The man, a retired professor, listened intently. In Arif, he saw not a failure, but a spark of determination and resilience that reminded him of his own youth. Talent is everywhere, but opportunity is not, the professor said softly, handing Arif a small envelope with a reassuring smile. Inside, Arif found enough money to cover his exam fees and a semester's tuition, an unexpected gift, an investment in his future from a stranger who believed in him. Overwhelmed with gratitude and emotion, Arif could only whisper a heartfelt thank you, his voice trembling with disbelief and hope. The professor smiled warmly, placing a hand on Arif's shoulder. "Prove me right," he encouraged, "and one day, when you can, build a bridge for someone else in need." As the car disappeared into the night, Arif stood clutching the envelope, a symbol of a second chance and the power of a stranger's belief in him. That night, for the first time in a long while, he didn't study. Instead, he gazed up at the stars, feeling hope rekindled in his heart, and dared to dream bigger. As dawn broke, Arif stepped forward with renewed purpose. A new chapter in his life had truly begun. 10 years passed. Arif transformed his dream into reality. He excelled in business school, supported his mother, and started a small logistics company, Streetlight Solutions. He hired young people like himself, believing in second chances. His company grew, built on empathy and hard work. Success was measured in lives changed, not just profits. Arif never forgot his roots, or the streetlight where it all began. Now, as CEO, he looked out over the city, remembering the boy he once was. He had built more than a business. He had built a community. One afternoon, Arif's assistant announced a visitor, an elderly man seeking help for his wife's medical bills. The man's face was worn, his posture humble. As he spoke, Arif recognized him. Mr. Rashid, his old teacher. Mr. Rashid did not recognize Arif, seeing only a wealthy businessman. "Sir, I know I have no right to ask, but I am desperate," the old man pleaded. Arif remembered the words that once wounded him. Some people are just not meant for education. He could have turned him away, but instead he saw only a man in need. Compassion outweighed old wounds. Arif leaned forward, voice gentle. "Mr. Rashid, do you remember a student named Arif?" The past and present collided in that quiet office. Recognition dawned on Mr. Rashid's face, shame and regret flooding his eyes as memories from years ago resurfaced, heavy and unspoken. "Arif, it's you," he whispered, his voice trembling, tears welling as he struggled to find the right words for a moment he never expected. He braced himself for anger or resentment, but to his surprise, Arif offered only kindness and a gentle understanding that softened the room. "Your words hurt me deeply, but they also taught me my greatest lesson," Arif said, his voice steady, echoing with both pain and wisdom. "A person's worth isn't defined by grades or opinions, but by the fire within, the passion and resilience that no one else can measure." Without hesitation, Arif wrote a check to cover all of Mr. Rashid's medical expenses, a gesture that spoke louder than any words could. "This isn't a loan. It's a bridge, just as someone once built for me when I needed it most. Now it's my turn to pass it on." Overwhelmed, Mr. Rashid wept with gratitude, his tears carrying both relief and a sense of redemption he never thought possible. In that quiet office, forgiveness and redemption closed a long, painful circle, healing wounds that had lingered for years. Arif had built his life on compassion, lighting a fire that warmed even those who once tried to extinguish it, proving that true strength lies in empathy. Education, he realized, is about lighting a fire, not filling a pail. It's about inspiring others to find their own light and purpose. And forgiveness is the grace that lets that fire burn brighter for all, illuminating paths for others and transforming pain into hope.
What's something people don't know about stories? They never truly end. There's always a new adventure waiting for you. Just pick your next tale and I'll meet you there. Subscribe to the Story Circle and let me know which story I should tell next in the comments.